I'm Johanna Green from Johanna Green Health and Fitness, and I'm speaking about what to wear when we exercise outdoors. So I'm doing outdoor exercise all the time. Now it's a little bit different as me as the instructor. This is a January day, believe it or not. It's a very mild January day, so it's taking me by surprise today. I took my I led my alternative boot camp class this morning, and I didn't put my coat on. I took a coat up. I always walk up the hill. I get very hot walking up the hill, so I don't have my coat on, and I didn't cool down enough to have to put it on. So I just had a fleece on and a t-shirt on and a sort of a fleecy warm pair of trousers. Now I'm saying that, and I had a thicker pair of socks as well. I did have a thicker pair of socks. What I've done now, because I've gone from my alternative boot camp class to teaching and walking with my Nordic walkers, because I'm walking and I'm more active during the Nordic walking compared to teaching an alternative boot camp, I found it too hot. So I put on a thinner pair of trousers. So these are a little bit fleecy on the inside, but they're not as warm as the other pair of trousers I had on. And I've put on this pair of socks for the Nordic walking because it's warm today. It's 10 degrees. So this pair of socks, rather than the thick pair of socks that I had on before, I've got the same shoes on. These are my trail walking, jogging shoes. Trail because they've got a better grip. So the trail, the very good grip there. So I tend to keep those because when I do go up to my boot camp class, I tend to go on some mud and grass. So they're good on that, and they're good on most surfaces, and they're cooler. They're a material, so they're cooler. They're not the thick leather. I've just not got quite so warm clothing on. I also put this thinner top on as well, rather than my other fleece. This is great for this dry weather, but if I was going to be coming out in the wet, I'd wear something which would be more suitable to get wet. This is sort of more cottony, and it would soak up the wet. So I think it's very good in wet weather, but in dry weather like this, and just to take off that wind chill was really good. And the high neck, I either have snoods on or I have this high neck. And if I get too hot, I always have high neck because my neck always gets cold. So I like to get up all up here, and if I get too hot, then it just comes down. I've got the open neck and I can cool off. So it's up and down all the time. Get warm, cool off. That's that. And I've just got the t-shirt underneath because it's been so warm today. It's been so warm. I do get cold hands. So I do look at this lovely thin pair of gloves, and so a thin pair of gloves for when it's warmer, and when it's a bit colder, I might put another pair of gloves over the top, or much thicker pair of gloves when it's colder. But warm today, but just a little bit of a wind chill going on. It is January after all, and there is quite a strong wind. So that's it really. And if I stood here for much longer, I'd have to put on more layers. But walking, very, very warm in this. Just a t-shirt, this one layer, long sleeve, thin gloves, trousers not too warm, but not too thin. Yes, just want to talk about backpacks, and quite often I lead the group for Nordic walking, and often people say, what else have you got in your backpack? And most of the time I have got layers, because I get hot when I'm exercising, but as soon as I stop, I've been stopped here. It's actually a beautiful January day today, nice and warm, but I have been standing and talking here for 5-10 minutes. I've cooled off quite a lot, so I have actually got some layers in, so very soon I'll be putting on layers. But I've also got a first aid kit in there as well, and I've also got extra gloves, because if I just get my hands wet for any reason, I don't like my hands getting cold. So wet gloves, I take the wet gloves off and I put some nice warmer, dry gloves on, which are then warmer. I also have extra snoods just in case I need that, and head stuff. I mean, and easy access bum bag here. I've got this. I wasn't quite sure whether I was going to be warmer because it's quite windy today. So if it got windier and if I was standing around for much longer, I would put this headband around my ears, especially for the wind. I've also got a hat in my backpack just in case it got really cold and windy. Yeah, and tissues. I have tissues handy, and I've also got pockets. I've got to have pockets for tissues in particular. Yeah, easy access tissues especially. And I think I've already talked about zips and high necks and all that. Zips that go all the way down so I can open up when I get really hot. I don't necessarily like just the ones that come to here because it's not always enough. So I like to be able to unzip completely. So yes, my perfect gear for cooling off, warming up. There we go. That was Nordic walking in particular, and just teaching alternative income before. Thank you.